for short-term missions at Roca Blanca is to give churches from other cultures the opportunity to partner together with our staff in fulfilling the Great Commission of making disciples of all nations. Some teams come to give of their skills, such as medical, carpentry, welding, multimedia, music, cooking, teaching, or construction. Other teams come to serve in street evangelism, children's ministry, or Bible training. Whatever your passion is to serve, Roca Blanca has an opportunity for you to connect through our 78 local churches, Bible school, music school, trade school, medical ministry, kindergarten through 12th multi-grade bilingual school, Victory Spanish High School, or New Day Children's Home. As you give of your gifts and fulfill the Great Commission with us, your life will be changed.
I'm the pastor at the church that Ralph and Ann Clausen attend, and they've been coming to our church only for about, maybe 6 years. But they said they've been going to this mission base named Roca Blanca in South Mexico for 20 some years. And they just are fired up and they want us to come down. And so I tried a couple of years ago, I couldn't make it work. So this year I said, I'm going. And other folks in our church heard I was going and said, well, we want to come too. So we brought 12 people over. And first impression was you feel like this is a tropical paradise. I've never been in a place like this. I was born in Canada. We have winter in January. In Kansas, where I live now, the winters are much better, but not like this. So then we took the tour and we saw everything that was happening, how it starts in the prayer room and then it goes into worship and Bible school. And then we ended up the trade school. And it really gave a impression that God really is in this place. So Dwayne had written this book and Ralph and Ann had given it to different ones in the church and we had read it. And you knew this would have to be a special place. And we're not disappointed, it's very, very special. We were told that the school had been praying for a playground. The kids were playing on the road. And so we thought, well, we can build a playground. So we did some fundraising and sent the money and we're gonna put up a playground. And then one of the playground structures we're unable to get. So now we're gonna do a bunch of painting. And tomorrow we're going to La Boquilla. And we're going to go with the medical outreach there. And then different ones of us are preaching. One of our men will preach at the youth service, and then one at the Sunday morning, the San Martin, and then we'll go over to a Sunday night service. I can't think of the name of the town right now, but so we'll do different things ministry-wise, and then we'll wrap up Monday at kind of a free day. You want a place where the Spirit of God is alive, where people have vision, where everything centers around prayer and the gospel. And I have experienced personally a healing, my daughter has. And I've always been involved in missions. But there's something about this place. I would definitely recommend teams ought to come down. For one, have Dwayne and the people you meet that are in the different departments that are in charge or directors, you hear their story and it just opens your heart to say, man, it just feels like God's already done something in my life just hearing his story and entering in. So just for that experience alone, I would definitely say people need to come down here and do the work and be part of what God's doing.
I went into applying for my mission trip thinking that, number one, I was underqualified. Number two, how am I going to get the finances to do that? Number three, what if I don't get along with the people? What if I'm not comfortable? What was so inspiring to me is like all those questions and worries meant nothing once I got there. Once I arrived, I realized that that was just worry and doubt. God had already planned everything. If you're sitting there and you're questioning, am I called to go on a mission trip? Am I qualified to go on a mission trip? Can I afford to go on a mission trip? I want to encourage you that if God is calling you, go. He will provide the way. He will give you the finances. He will qualify your spirit. He will fill in the gap. If you have even the slightest bit of interest, I would encourage you that my mission trip was life-changing to me. It was something I will treasure forever. I would just encourage you, go. Give him your yes, and he'll provide.